What would you do if the person you trusted the most, the one who promised to love you forever, turned out to be hiding a secret life? My name is Michael, and this is the story of how I discovered that everything I thought I knew about my marriage was a complete lie. For 15 years, I believed Sarah and I had the perfect life, 2 kids, a beautiful home, a steady job, and a future built together. But one random Tuesday shattered everything I knew. Before I go into the details of this shocking betrayal, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because stories like mine will make you question everything about trust, love, and loyalty. I was living what seemed to be the ideal life. I worked as an architect. Sarah worked part-time from home as a graphic designer, and our days followed a comforting routine. Coffee in the morning, pancakes on Sundays, and our kids' laughter filling the house. It all seemed perfect. But then, on October 15th, things took an unexpected turn. A construction detour made me take a different route to work, and that's when I saw it, the Hideaway Café. The name felt odd, but I shrugged it off as I parked my car and noticed a familiar face inside. It was Sarah. She was sitting at a table with someone, a man I didn't recognize. At first, I told myself it was nothing. Maybe she was meeting a client. But then I saw it. The way she looked at him. The way they were leaning into each other, the hands casually touching on the table. Panic surged through me. I walked into the cafe, the small bell above the door chiming. As soon as Sarah saw me, her face drained of color. "Michael, what are you doing here?" Her voice was shaky, the panic unmistakable. And then I saw him. The man sitting across from her, tall, dark hair, wearing an expensive suit. I froze. This wasn't just a casual meeting. There was something more. "Sarah," I asked, trying to keep my voice steady, "aren't you supposed to be at home working?" Her eyes darted between the man and me, then to the floor. But before she could speak, the man stood up, extending his hand. "You must be Michael," he said, his tone too smooth. "I'm Marcus." That name hit me like a punch to the gut. Marcus Webb, Sarah's supposed client. The one she'd been spending so many late nights working for. The one who had been the excuse for all those weekend business trips. My blood ran cold. I glanced down at my phone, checking the location-sharing app Sarah and I had set up years ago. It showed she was supposed to be at home. But here she was, in a cafe, with another man. "Interesting," I said, trying to keep my voice calm. "Because according to this, you're at home right now. So, what's going on?" Sarah opened her mouth to speak but hesitated. Her face was a mixture of guilt and resignation. The pieces started falling into place. The secretive phone calls, the new laundry, the sudden interest in the gym, the evening perfume that wasn't mine. And then there was the business trip to visit clients that had kept her away for days. Marcus, clearly uncomfortable, shifted his weight. "Look, Michael, I didn't want this to be the way you found out." But my rage exploded before he could finish. "You're in love with her, aren't you?" I shouted. Sarah, her eyes welling with tears, nodded. "Yes, Michael. We've been together for almost a year now." The words hit me like a freight train. The woman I thought I knew, the woman I'd shared my life with, had been living a completely different existence. But as I turned to leave, Marcus made a mistake. "Wait, your laptop bag," he called after me. Confused, I stopped and turned around. "What laptop bag?" Marcus pointed to a leather bag at his feet. I recognized it immediately. It was mine. The same one Sarah had given me for our 10th anniversary, the one I'd noticed was missing a few weeks ago. "Why does he have my bag?" I demanded. Marcus stammered, his face pale. She told me you two were separated." "Separated?" I laughed bitterly. "You don't even know the half of it." I looked at Sarah one last time. She couldn't meet my gaze. I realized then that she hadn't just been cheating. She'd been planning to leave, to rewrite our story, to make me the villain while she played the victim. The divorce was quick. Sarah moved in with Marcus shortly after. The kids now split their time between 2 homes, their innocent questions haunting me every day. But what no one tells you about betrayal is how it shatters your entire world. It doesn't just break your heart, it breaks everything. The memories, the love, the promises you thought were real. They all come crashing down. I thought I knew my wife. I thought I knew my marriage. But it turns out I didn't know anything. So here's the real question. How well do you know the people you trust the most? Because sometimes the person lying right next to you has been living a completely different life. If you found this story shocking, make sure to subscribe for more stories that will make you question everything. And let me know, what would you have done in my situation? Until next time, remember, betrayal often comes from the last place you'd expect.